It is what it is Monday. Shit.
It is what it is. You know.
I wonder if I should put my damn helmet on today.
Hey, that's the good juju right there. Man. Hey, man, we back. It's Monday. It's Monday, November 14th. It is what it is Monday. The second week. But it is what it is, man. We appreciate y'all tapping in. It's going to be a good one. It's going to be a good one. Man to man pod. I'm Antoine Bethea. Got my co-host D Butt.
Yes, sir.
What's good, bro? How was your weekend?
Weekend was great, man. Weekend was excellent. When saw Black Panther, Wakanda Forever. Did you see that yet?
Nah, not yet. Not yet. We gonna tap into that this week.
Yeah, when saw that with the fam. Woo. It was a good one. It's about 2 hours and 40 minutes, but good storyline. Obviously, great action, but you might share one in there too, man. It got me, but yeah, I did that. Spent some time with the fam, obviously. And then had a good day of football yesterday.
No
good
doubt.
Day of football, very enjoyable day. Just watching that as a fan. And obviously our coach made it. Coach put the cherry on top. Jeff Saturday's debut. So my weekend was great. Starting this week off right here at the Man to Man Pod. How was your weekend, bro?
Man, it was good, man. It was good, man. My one of my right hand men got married this weekend. Shout out to Foots. Was the best man. Was one of the best mans in there, man. So had a good time. Fried all weekend.
Fried. We've been trying to get AB to send his pics in. AB send
Hey, fried all weekend. But again, like you said, got back to the crib, man. Was able to catch up on some football, man. And like you said, our coach got their win. You know what I mean? So happy to talk some football today, man, with you.
Yes, sir.
And the crew.
Yeah, man. You gotta get to it, man. We have some people in here. I was in talking trash about Jeff Saturday. I ain't gonna
more.
But it is what it is. I hit down accident.
Oh,
it is what it is. Monday, we're gonna get to it on the other side. We're gonna talk obviously NFL Sunday. We're gonna preview tonight's game between the Commanders and the Eagles.
Yeah.
F1, we had the Brazil Grand Prix this weekend. Had a little controversy between the Red Bull drivers, but Mercedes got their first win. George Russell got a win. Lewis Hamilton finished second. And whatever else Tone, our producer, got on the agenda, man. We're gonna get to it, man.
A lot of ball talk, man. Let's go.
A lot of ball talk. We got updated records. It's crazy. I was in them joints yesterday. I felt like I was doing way better than that. Like, dang, you sure? But it is what it is. It is what it is, man.
That's it, man.
Let's
get to it. Hey.
Yo.
Man, let's jump right into this shit, man.
What we starting off with?
Hey, our coach, man. We're gonna jump right into it. Throw the helmet on. Our coach are now sitting at 4-5-1.
Let's go.
After going to Sin City and beating the Raiders 25-20. It was a lot of talk.
A lot of chatter.
I mean,
rightfully so.
Rightfully so. Rightfully so, the way it was done. But neither here nor there. Jeff Saturday, 1-0 as an NFL head coach. As everybody talked about, really no college coaching experience or in the league. But Jeff Saturday came out in the press conference and said, look, man, I'm a leader of men, man.
Yeah.
I played this game for 14 years at the highest level, playing the center position. Shit, I know what it takes. I played with multiple Hall of Famers.
Yeah.
F all that coaching experience. I know how to get it done. And then prior, he already said, man, the Raiders was trash. You know what I'm saying? So he took his team on the plane. Hey, they took that charter flight, landed. Man, he got it done, man. I'm happy for Jeff Saturday, the coach, man. You seen that the camera in the locker room after the game seems like the players were happy. Yep. And it just looked like a different team, man. It looked like a different team. We talked about last week what we would do. We would put Matt Ryan back under the center. They did that. Jonathan Taylor, man, ran his ass off. That O-line played better. Defense doing what they do. Hey, man. Hey, and I told you, hey, the last 8 games, if the Colts go 500.
You did. You had higher expectations than I did. But 8 games, obviously it's a long time. And usually the first one, especially with interim head coaches, they're gonna come out and fight for that. It's a fresh start, it's a fresh voice. Everybody kind of a little rejuvenated. But yeah, we saw this one coming. We saw this one coming. Jeff, is he the right guy for the job? Will he be the guy long term? We don't know. But he said he wouldn't back down from the challenge. Jim, he obviously had a long, probably 20+ year relationship with Jeff at this point. So obviously he knows him, knew what he was getting from him. And man, the guy, like you said, it just looked different. It just felt different.
Hey.
Going on.
Hey, hold on, cuz.
What's up?
What'd you say? About the Colts game yesterday?
The energy was different. The Colts O-line played better, like I expected they would. Jonathan Taylor, he was healthy back in the lineup.
He but a freak.
He got going. 140 on the ground? 140, got another tug. I think it was his first touchdown since week 1 or something like that. We scored first quarter points for the first time in 6 weeks. Parks Frazier, shout out to Parks Frazier, calling his first game in the NFL in week 10 with no experience. Matt Ryan getting back in there, played a pretty clean game. But yeah, man, like we said on Thursday, coaching, being that head coach, the most important thing is that leadership part of it, and being able to rally the troops and being able to get the guys going in good times and bad times. And he did that. Obviously, managing the game, managing situations. I can remember vividly going into halftime. They executed that operation to get those 3 points before getting that second half kickoff. He challenged, it was a challenge early in the first half that ended up being the third down stop that we ended up getting. And it was a quick, he took probably advice and somebody in the headphones, hey, he dropped it, challenged it, boom, it was quick, decisive, made it happen. That's the things you're looking for. And I'm sure with Jeff, it was all eyes on Jeff. Everybody was waiting for him to mess up. Everybody's waiting for him to do something stupid so they can say, hey,
told you so.
You know what I mean? But shout out to Jeff, man. I'm happy for him and for the bigger conversation. I do think if he goes in here and he has almost any level of success, but some real success in this position, even beyond this season, I think this will open doors for more former players to get in these positions. And you know why coaches are upset about it. You know why these, because you get players that come in with this type. Now, every player can't come in and do it. I don't think every player can be a coach, but there are a group of players that I believe that can go into positions and get put in at, elevated positions and will succeed. And I don't think coaches want to do that because, oh man, you disrespecting this and that. Nah. You just don't want to see that can be done. So you can't keep recycling a lot of these bum ass coaches that's in the league and just keep hiring their friends over and over again, or their sons, or their this and their that. So I loved it, man. But let's get a little peek. Let's get a little peek into Jeff Saturday post game in the locker room.
Been a hell of a week, man. Been a tough one on all of you. Can't tell you how proud I am of each and every one of you. Coaches, players, staff, everybody stepped up. All three phases, man. Things we talked about. Offense, ran it for over 200. Threw it for over 200. Defense, shut 28 down, 77 yards rushing. Had to make a play on 17 at the end. What we do? Make a play at the end. Make a play at the end, man. Hey, make a play at the end, man. Who goes hardest the longest, man? That's how this game is decided. The most physical football team won today. Can't tell you how much I appreciate it. Hey, Parks, congrats, man.
Yeah.
Fired up. Hey, we all getting balls. Everybody's getting a game ball, man, because we all put it in. Everybody gets a game ball, and my favorite thing about football, Victory Monday. We'll see y'all.
Hey, I'm sorry. Hey, he bringing some different energy into the locker room, man, and you can tell it, just from him, talking to the team, man, and as he said, the most physical team won. We talk about it here all the time. I know it's a new offensive league. You want to pass the ball. You got these big time quarterbacks, but if you can run the rock, man, you got a good chance of being in the game. And again, we talked about just him being an offensive lineman, definitely going in that offensive lineman room and challenging them and tweaking some things, man. But again, man, when you're able to get up in front of the guys, when you're able to get up in front of a group of grown men, and they leave that room believing, now they can go out there and fight for you.
Yeah.
They're going to fight for you, man. So everybody loves a Victory Monday. It's a see you Wednesday, man. But obviously, guys going to go in there, they're going to work. They're going to get their work in today, get in the weight room. But again, man, this is some good shit, man. And then, again, Jeff Saturday, man, no coaching experience, right? College or NFL level, right?
Yep.
Coach on the other sideline, right?
Talk about it.
Coach on the other sideline, and it's not taking any shots, but I got Jeff took a lot of shots last week, right? No experience, this, that, and the third, whatever the case may be. Like Josh McDaniel, man, he was successful as a play caller in New England.
Long time.
But we look at his head coaching resume, it's not the greatest. So for a guy to be able to come in with a team that's been struggling, no head coaching experience, and be able to take his team on the road and beat a team that's led by a guy who has a tremendous amount of coaching experience, what does that say? Again, this is Jeff's first game. This is one win, but still, this is something that needs to be talked about because a lot of people last week were shitting on our guy.
A lot of people. And I felt like, some of the reactions were just over the top. And once again, whatever your opinion, is it absolutely crazy? Is it something we haven't seen since the 60s? Yes. So I get the reaction. Me and AB was surprised too. And AB knows Jeff Saturday probably better than most. But this is the most egregious thing I've seen in the NFL. We know what business is, but we've seen this happen in different avenues of business where people get opportunities because who they're close with, what type of relationships they have. And this is the business that we're dealing with in football as well. It happens all the time. Hey, people are going to hire who they're most comfortable having to deal with, blah, blah, blah. And I think Jeff, once again, I don't think in every locker room you can say, hey, there's 20 players in here that can go in here and coach and be successful at it. But in every locker room that I was in, it was probably at least a good 3 dudes who I knew, okay, if you put them in that position, they will be successful, especially if you surround them. Because it's not like a head coach just comes in and say, hey, you do this, you do that, offense, you do that, special teams. You put other people in position and you allow them to do their thing and be comfortable in that. And I can see Jeff doing that. But the reactions were over the top, especially the Joe Thomas one I saw. Like, bruh, like shut your ass up, man.
But
Bill
then,
Cowher, Super Bowl winning head coach. I get it, great resume. When he got hired at 34 to be the head coach of the Pittsburgh Steelers, I'm sure a lot of people had a lot of shit to say. Oh, we more qualified, you more this and that. Every year in the draft, you putting somebody, a college kid that's coming into the league, and you put them in a position, you get somebody else out of there who have been in that spot for 6-7 years. Yeah, they have college playing experience, but so it's always some shit going on. So I thought the reactions were over the top, especially for 8 games, interim head coach. Shit, let's see what he does, man. But I'm definitely excited about him. Before kickoff yesterday, I put it on Twitter. I said this the most excited I've been for a coach kickoff all year. And part of it was just like, shit, let's see how this thing gonna go. But to your point, man, Josh McDaniels, this is his second time around as a head coach. And it's one thing to be able to dial up plays and put a game plan together and highlight players' strengths and weaknesses on game day, have a feel for it, and call plays and mix things up. And I think Josh has been great at that for a long time in this league. But it's a completely different thing to actually have to manage all those grown-ass – because this ain't college. This ain't high school. These are grown-ass professionals who a lot of them in that locker room making more money than you or have been doing what they're doing on the highest of levels. So it's harder to manage those people. And I heard Brandon Marshall going, I think, up in Adams, and he was talking about, obviously he played for Josh McDaniels in Denver, but he kind of went in like, Josh is not equipped to be a head coach, this, that, he can't lead men, this, that, the third. And we men in those locker rooms know, and it's quick too. It don't take long to find out, especially if shit going south. Like they 2-7 right now. You really see the character of your leaders when shit going bad. When shit good, when you 8-0, when you 7-2, or everybody's in a great spot at that point. But it's like you said, no direct shots at Josh McDaniels like he's a bad guy or something. It just ain't
right. It just it is what it is Monday.
It is what it is Monday, and that's what it looking like it is. But shout out to Jeff Saturday and the Colts. 1-0 in the Saturday era.
Yeah, keep it going. Keep it going. I see a lot of talk, Nakiba and more. I mean, y'all definitely have valid points, and we never said what happened. What they saying about Coach Bieniemy is right. You know what I'm saying? Like we never said that. We definitely believe that he earns a shot, but that's not to take away, what people were saying about Jeff. You know what I mean? Shit. So
to do with the price in China in this one, and also. This is the last thing I'm gonna say about it, because the minority coaches and all that conversation, obviously a real conversation.
Real conversation for sure.
Been, discriminated against forever, even at the quarterback position. Shit, a lot of these PWIs didn't even want black players to play back in the day until some of them started getting them, and then they started getting the shit beat out of them. And then Paul Bear Bryant finally had to start letting them into Alabama. And then look where it is now. But until we start playing in leagues or having leagues or building leagues where we have diverse ownership, that's the only time we're going to really get true diversity when it comes to these leadership roles. That's just the truth of it. It's not just football. This is Fortune 500 companies all over the country. So when somebody owns an entity, you're not telling that person. Matter of fact, if you own an entity, it could be $1 million business. You're going to hire who you're most comfortable hiring to be the CEO of that company.
You can hire who you want to hire at the end of the day.
That's the reality of it. So until we start change that other conversation as far as, hey, building our own or building another league, and can it compete with the NFL right now? Absolutely not. But at some point, you got to start somewhere, and then you put that pressure. And then you start getting different results, or sponsorships and money comes in and say, hey, we want more diversity in these leadership roles. And if it doesn't happen, we're going to pull our dollars from the NFL. That's when you'll start seeing change. But outside of that, if you own some shit, you're going to hire District 41 bar. Like, you're going to hire who you want to hire for that to run that, period. Like, that's your shit. So I won't be at the, it is what it is in that regard, but situations are situational.
No, facts.
Well, what we got next, man? Actually, since we got that first game, this game right here.
Woo.
Did you get a chance to check this one out?
I did, man. This was a good one, man. Overtime to the wire. Two good teams. I had picked the Vikings in this one to beat the Bills. And this was a good one, man, all the way down until the end of the game. Kirk Cousins, Minnesota Vikings, man, rolling right now, 8-1. The Bills, man, Bills 6-3. Played a solid game, played a good game. Again, I mean, to your point, I tip my hat off to you, D-Button. You kind of mentioned this a couple weeks back as far as Josh Allen having some bonehead plays. And yesterday he had a few more of those, you know what I mean? So that's something that they really have to harp on, you know, going down this stretch, you know, because as the season progresses, they're sitting at number 3 right now in their division. Yeah. You know what I mean? The Miami Dolphins and the Jets are in front of them. So they really definitely gotta harp on that, man. But great game, man. Great game all over. P2 had 2 picks. You said 954 legend, man. Justin Jefferson.
Bruh.
Dog. Hey, I know you said Cheetah the best receiver in the league.
He's still not at the top for me.
Who Cheetah? He's still at the top?
Cheetah. Yeah, he just.
Hey, that Justin Jefferson, man. I'm looking at the game. I'm like, hey, I know at some point, you know, you want to believe in your players, but at some point you gotta be like, hey, we gotta switch this shit up, man.
We had that catch.
Yeah, I'm about to show it right now.
Yeah.
Right now.
Cousins back to throw on 4th and 18. He's given time. He wants Jefferson. Climbs the ladder. Oh my goodness!
We got a slow mo.
5. There's no way.
Bro, I'm watching that. And literally, I'm like, ain't no way he caught that, bro. And special, man. If you do have him as your top receiver, can't argue with that. Can't argue with Jay Shep right now as your top. I still got Cheetah at the top. Jefferson, Diggs. I think those probably the top 3 guys right now, whatever order you want to put them in. But yeah, he's playing special. And to be as young as he is, the way he runs routes, the way he goes up against that ball, going to him. You know, when the money was on the line, he was fine at 18, and the defense, I guess, didn't adjust well enough. But this game overall, man, this was unreal. Like from the goal line stand that Buffalo made, and then Buffalo gets the ball back, and they fumble in the end zone, they score, and then they driving down to get the touchdown in overtime, and then Pat Pete gets his second pick of the game. But yeah, Josh Allen, it was good to see him out there, and he looked pretty healthy too. You know, some concerns obviously going into the game, him not practicing, him not warming up, all those different things. So hopefully he'll be fine for the rest of the year. And talent-wise, you know, he can obviously do anything you want a quarterback to do with his arm, with his legs. You saw that yesterday. But, you know, there are situations in the game. And sometimes you get this with great quarterbacks. Andrew Luck was a young, great quarterback when he played with us. But it was just sometimes he just made some bonehead plays. And I see that from Josh Allen a little too much, and especially in critical situations like red area. You saw it in the Jets game the week before. And, you know, and whenever you talk about a player and something they need to work on, a lot of people, oh, you hating or you this, that. It ain't hate. It's just that's just one thing that you say, hey, bro, you can. And a lot of people coming into he was the overwhelming favorite to be the MVP this year. Everybody was saying after his playoff run, hey, this is the team that's going. This is the best player in the league playing the quarterback position right now. And when he's at his best, he's definitely in that conversation. But he's got to limit those. And I'm sure he's having those same conversations with Ken Dorsey, same conversations with himself. He knows it better than anybody. And I hope he improves in that area. But that's the one thing that you know, watching the tape and then watching on game day that you see, man. But Bills, obviously, still a mob. Vikings. The Vikings, man.
Hey, serious. I had them in my top. I had them right after the Philadelphia Eagles, man. They are real. Offense, defense, man. They come to play. They come to play. They play in that cover 4 on that defense side of the ball, playing it really well. And even to talk about, Justin Jefferson, the big game he had, and talk about the Buffalo Bills and, the defense not really making a lot of adjustments. But those catches, though, the defenders were there. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, no knock.
3-9 is it on the ball.
So really no knock against the defenders. It's just some great plays by a great player. You know what I mean? So, again, I mean, that happens. That happens. But the Minnesota Vikings are real. I think at this point of the season, today is what it is. Mondays, the Vikings are real. The Vikings are real. I think, we'll see. And we still got, 8 games left. A lot can happen. But right now, they're playing some good ball.
They winning those close games, man. They playing for each other. Obviously, vibes are high. We always see the post-game celebrations on the plane and shit. First-year head coach.
First-year GM.
Yep. And the guys are buzzing, man, and playing. So I love to see it. And definitely love to see Patrick Peterson having success out there, man. Closing games out. The closer, they call him out there. Love to absolutely see it, man. Now, question, because obviously, this is what it is now. Where does this catch rank that you in NFL history?
It was a great catch.
No. This catch is warranted for this conversation. Usually, this will be overreaction, but that catch.
It was a great catch.
Like if he just did that by himself, it'd have been nasty. But you do that, taking that out of DB hand in that situation.
In history, though, I mean, it was a great catch. Great catch. In history, I don't know. Like, y'all ain't about to have me out here overreacting all crazy and shit. Like, nah, don't give me. I ain't trying to downplay it or nothing. Like, it was a hell of a catch. Great catch.
Top three
in history.
That I've seen. The Odell one. Got San Antonio one on the sideline. Got Super Bowl. So
I seen Marv. I don't see Marv.
That
couple of Jones. You know what I'm saying? Like I said,
sideline.
Yeah, New England.
With the better one.
OBJ for sure.
This one might be over OBJ. That's what I'm saying. That's the first one you compare it to one hand, but AB don't want to overreact. So
it was a hell of a catch.
We're gonna leave it at it is what it is. We ain't gonna take
hell of a catch.
Overreaction. But
David Tyree, like y'all get crazy.
That shit was better than David Tyree shit.
Man, you tripping. David Tyree what was that in the plate, man? You crazy. Super Bowl. Yeah, man, you tripping, D-Buck.
I think Edelman joined in the Super Bowl too. This top 3 for me. I don't give a damn what y'all talking about. But our week 10 bets before we continue to go. Okay, Tone.
In the moment, guy.
Damn right.
8-5, man. AB, I'm 8-5 money line this week. 8-5 against the spread. That's decent. I'll take that.
I'll take it. I'm 9-4 money line this week. 8-5 against the spread so far. It's obviously before Monday Night Football tonight. And Tone, 9-4 across the board on both money line and against the spread. Updated season records.
Woo. Man, money line, I'm 88, 59-1 against the spread. I'm 70, 72-6.
Yep. The NAB got the same record against the spread, 70, 72-6. I'm 90, 57-1 money line. And we got Tone, 80, 67-1 money line, 66, 76-6 against the spread. And for y'all who don't know, against the spread, that's, you not only betting on who wins or loses, but you betting on that team to also cover that spread that Vegas has put out there. And we, you can see the top right there, FanDuel Sportsbook, presented and sponsored by FanDuel Sportsbook. So that's the lines that we use. Hopefully you caught the Saturday pick show. As AB said earlier, he was at a wedding. I was flying solo, but we had some bangers. We had some winners on there. This game kicked off Sunday in Germany, country I have citizenship in when I was born on. Seattle Seahawks fell to 6-4 against the Bucks. Now at 500, 5-5 Bucks. Bucks win 21-16, so they won and they covered. Any takeaways from this game right here? How we feeling about Brady and the guys?
They got back to 500. I'm not gonna say it was pretty. They played better. I would definitely say that they played better. I think I still have to see, a little bit more of the Bucks. But again, talking about the division that they are in, great chance that they can win that division. But as you say, you always gonna give Brady the passes. Brady, the GOAT. So we're gonna see how it looks coming down the stretch of the other season, man. But on the other side, the Seahawks, man, it was a little bit too late. They tried to make a push, man. Some turnovers early, but they made it a game at the end. But it was a solid game. I would say this, man. The crowd over there was crazy. The energy in the building was high, and I would have loved to play in the atmosphere like that.
Yeah, it was they're singing country roads,
man, everything.
Vibes were high out there in Germany. It's crazy. This was Brady. I think he's first quarterback to start an NFL game in 4 different countries, which is crazy. But I had to bet on the old head in this one, just because of the circumstances. But they get, like you said, the Bucks get back to 5-5. Tom Brady, 2-0. Since he put them papers in, that's all I'm saying. November football. Oh, yeah. Just said it's November football. Hey, I got to bet on the guy. Not as many distractions there. Obviously, that's something tough to deal with personally, but he's they played better, like you said. Run game got going. Pass game looked good now. Outside of that that Fournette pass to Bray, I don't know what.
Hey, they were feeling themselves, D-Bot. Hey.
They was rolling too. I don't know what Leftwich was thinking, man. Rolling out to the right for that, trying to throw it back to Brady. Brady fall. Tariq Woolen, the biggest, fastest corner in the league right now, got his easiest pick of the year. Brady tripped him.
All that was bad. The throw was bad. The route was bad. It's everything. Everything was bad.
That was ugly, man. But Tennessee Titans, they get a win over the Broncos. Broncos score a measly 10 points coming off a bye week. They fall to 3-6. Russ looked bad late in the game. I actually picked the Broncos in this one. I thought coming off.
You picked the Broncos?
Yeah, I picked the Broncos, man. They had to win in London, bye week. I said, all right, they're going to come back rolling second half.
Bamboozle my man D-Butt.
The Tannehill, man, I ain't really have faith in Tannehill like that. I'm going to keep it a buck. But I should have had more faith in him than Russell Wilson. This defense, man, I think they're giving up like 15 points a game or something crazy like that, and sitting at 3-6 right now. Somebody asked a conversation of maybe last week about, hey, offense or defense ever get, start pointing fingers and look, you get that offense gets some side eyes across the team meeting room at this point. Like, what the fuck y'all doing up there? This is ugly.
That's ugly for sure, man. But I think the Broncos are who they are, man. Our defense, a good defense, but the offense just can't score. One of your top receivers get out with Jerry Jeudy. Got injured his ankle yesterday, man. So here, man, it is what it is, man. Broncos are not a good team. I say team. Defensively, they are good, but as a team, it's not looking good for them right now, man. So
not looking good. And the Tennessee Titans moved to 6-3, so they got a good lead on that AFC South right now. My Dolphins. What color Tone got? Tone got them UM colors back there.
UM colors, yeah.
But Dolphins moved to 7-3. Going into their bye week, put up 39 points, almost a 40 burger on the Browns. Browns fall to 3-6. Tua. Hold on. Actually, Tua right now at another unbelievable week. Right now, where Tua ranks in some important passing categories. First in passer rating, first and third down passer rating, first and fourth quarter passer rating, red zone passer rating, and yards per attempt. He's first across the board right now through 10 games. Well, 7 games for him. But he's playing unbelievable right now. That offense is rolling. I expect the defense to continue to get better as they get healthier, as Chubb kind of gets fully into the fold. Browns put up 17, but this game was it wasn't really a game after the first probably quarter and a half. But any takeaways from my Dolphins, who are currently leading that AFC East?
Yeah, man, Dolphins playing good ball. They're playing really good ball, man. They got a 3-headed monster as far as at receivers. Obviously Cheetah, Waddle, Trent Sherfield, man, he's playing great ball. And then you get the acquisition of Wilson running the rock.
Yeah.
So that offense, man, is looking really good. It's not an offense that you really want to see. We talk about it all the time with the two speedsters out there.
Yeah.
And then you just ran off what Tua was doing at the quarterback position, man. So when you have those type of weapons outside and running at the running back position and your quarterback is very, very, very efficient, man, that's scary. Then just talk about the defense. Defense is playing well too, man. So your Dolphins looking good, man. They sitting at the top of the division, man. So again, they have 7 games left. We'll see how they can finish off the regular season, man, and see what happens when they get into the offs.
7 games.
Yeah, the Browns. Deshaun Watson, man, he's able to start practicing now, with the team. So it's gonna be a long road for the Browns, I think, for the rest of the season.
Yeah, right there with you. Pittsburgh moving 3-6. Saints fall to 3-7. Steelers win 20-10 at home. Did you have the Steelers winning this one? I picked the Steelers in this one, actually.
I picked the funky ass Saints, man.
Man, I wonder if they go back to Jameis at any point.
Man, throw him away. Where's the key back? Throw him away.
Damn, Saints. Well, we ain't gonna spend too much time. Steelers win 20-10. I picked the Steelers as soon as I saw TJ Watt was back in the lineup. But they got to win, help the Saints to 10 points. Minka is out. I think he'll be out another week with the appendectomy. I feel like a few players will have to get that this year. But obviously hoping and praying for a speedy recovery for him. But shout out to Steelers getting a win at home. Another who cares game. But 3-6 Lions squeaked out one against the Bears, man. Justin Fields is playing well, better every week. He's an absolute problem. I think last month the Bears been leading the league in scoring, but not winning games. So 3-7. It's no more victories in this one. I think this was MCDC's first road win.
Road win, yeah, I seen that too.
And it's damn,
wow. Yeah, but like you said, man, good win by the Lions. Justin Fields playing better. You just got to start doing more to expose what's in Justin Fields' wheelhouse, man, because that he gets in that open field, man. Like he's scary, But playing good ball, playing decent ball, I would say. I'll say decent ball.
Putting up points, giving them a chance. Giants took care of business coming off a bye week. Won, covered against the Texans. Texans now fall to 1-7-1. Before this game, the Texans actually took away Brandon Cook's captaincy, which was, I guess, interesting to see. But it's the Texans right now. But Giants moved to 7-2. Saquon had another big day. But yeah. I guess that's enough from this game. Any takeaways from this?
Hell no, ain't no enough from this game. Hey, shout out to the G-men, man. Daniel Jones out there doing what he do. Nah, I ain't about to shit on my man. Hey, shout out DJ.
No,
Hey, shout out to DJ. We got to give the Giants more talk, man. They 7-2. Nobody thought they would be sitting at 7-2 right now. Nobody thought that. Rookie head coach coming in, doing what he does. He got the culture. In the locker room. He got these guys playing well.
Yeah.
Pay the man. They ain't want to, pay the man.
Saquon?
Daniel Jones.
Oh, Danny. Okay. Yeah.
DJ, Danny Dimes. Pay that guy.
They have an extension toss for Saquon.
As they should. Saquon, it's been rough. It's been a rough little road, battling some injuries.
Mm-hmm.
But then he said early in the season, fuck what all y'all talking about. I'm back on my BS. You know what I mean? And and they're leaning on him. They're leaning on him. He's playing some great ball, man. So shout out to the G-men, man. They 7-2, man. We gotta get them some love, man. Shout out to G-men.
7-2. Nobody had him there. Nobody. Shit. Shout out to Brian Dayball in the mob, man. Kansas City Chiefs at 7-2 as well. Beating the 3-7 Jacksonville Jaguars. Chiefs won. Chiefs covered. I believe this was the biggest margin of victory on yesterday across the league, which is wild, which says a lot about the parity in the league right now. A lot of close games every week, it seems like. But Chiefs beat the Jags. Expected. Mahomes looks great. Offense looks great. Jaguar, put up a little fight. They still showing some sparks here and there. But any takeaways from either one of these teams? Chiefs still rolling, man. Chiefs look good.
Yeah, man. Chiefs look good, man. Again, there was a lot of talk, as we've talked about before, them moving on from Cheetah, man. But that offense, man, Andy Reid, Eric Bieniemy, Patrick Mahomes, Kelsey, they just, signed Kadarius Toney, man, and he's, a joystick out there, man. So that offense has been rolling. Defense playing well. I actually, kind of moved my teams around. Before I had, the Bills, coming out that AFC. I ain't gonna jump off the train just yet.
But sound like it.
Chiefs are looking real good. I would say that the Chiefs looking good, man. My Jags, I said they was gonna be a team to look out for early in the year. The Jags are jagging.
It is what it is.
It is what it is, man. But shout out to the Chiefs, man. Chiefs playing some really good ball right now.
Never left them fall off a bit. 7-2, playing some good ball. And yeah, for me, it'll be between the Dolphins and the Chiefs right now on that AFC side.
Can't argue with that.
Yeah, but I mean, can't count out the Bills either. Once again, they got obviously all the talent, they got the roster, they got the coaching staff. So I'm sure they'll be right in it. We already talked about this one. Shout out to the coach. Shout out to Jeff. Saturday, Dallas Green Bay. This was a big matchup yesterday. Dallas had a 4.5-point spread. They were favored by on the road at the Packers. Late in the game, they were up 28-14, I believe. Look up, and the Packers win 31-28 in overtime. You saw the excitement from Aaron Rodgers. 5 losses in a row. I'm sure this one meant a lot to him with Mike McCarthy being on that other sideline. But Dallas, they fall to 6-3 right now. Packers move to 4-6. Now, last week on our It Is What It Is, I think we both kind of said the Packers might be done. They might be dead. 7 games left for them. Obviously, Vikings got a stronghold on that NFC North. What's your thoughts on the Packers right now? Is this a win that can get them back going?
It is. It's a possibility. But then when you just look at that NFC, like I'm not 100% sure they can squeak in. Obviously you gotta look at their schedule, see what their remaining their schedule is. So you got the NFC East is strong right now. You got the Eagles, you got the Giants, you got the Cowboys, and then NFC North, you got the Vikings, the Bucks will get in there, and then the NFC West, I feel like, Seahawks and Niners could potentially get in there before the Packers, man. So
yeah, it's gonna be a fight.
It's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough, man. But on that game though, I want to shout out to our young boys, man. First, Christian Watson, man. Christian Watson had a hell of a game. First rookie since 1978 to score 3 receiving touchdowns in a game. Obviously, the first game this year, the big drop, and it was just a lot of talk about the receivers.
Early in this one too.
Yeah, man. So for him to come back and finish strong, 3 tugs, man. I'm happy to see it for the young fella, man. And we actually got an interview with Christian Watson that we gonna cut up and we're gonna get out for you guys, man. So shout out to Christian Watson. And then another one of our young boys, man, Rudy Ford. Ford. Man, one of my young boys I played with out in AZ, man, had 2 huge interceptions against Dak last night in the second quarter, 5 minutes apart, man. 2 huge plays, man. 2 huge plays. So shout out to the young boy Rudy, man. I was actually trying to get him on the show this morning, but
big shout out.
Love to see the young boys out there making plays, taking advantage of their opportunities.
Facts. So 4-6. Tom Brady, Aaron Rodgers, terrible starts for them to their standard in this first half of the season. But as we say a lot of ball left. Obviously some of these good teams that aren't really used to being in those positions, second half of the season, this is like, all right, we know what teams, the scheme is the scheme at this point. Teams kind of know who they are, opponents know who guys are when they come into the building. So now, and it's already been close games week in, week out. So now it's gonna get this is nut cutting time now. So possibly they can turn around.
So do they make the offs? But do they make the playoffs? Sitting at 4-6 right now. Do they make a run?
I'm gonna say no. I think they dug themselves in too deep of a hole. And if you look at that whole roster, yes, Aaron Rodgers have been there and been in that position a lot, but all those guys around him, not really, especially on that offensive side. And the defense coming into the year, you would think that defense kind of carry them a little bit, but they ain't really been holding up their end of the bargain. So I'm gonna say no. And to your point, you look at these NFC teams again. Once obviously every division winner is gonna get in, so that's 4. If I had to pick those right now, it'll be the Eagles, Vikings, Bucks, and I'll pick the Niners to win the West right now. But Seahawks may get in, Giants and Cowboys may get in. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I'm gonna say no.
Yeah,
I'm gonna say no, but shit, hey, stranger things have happened for sure.
No doubt about that. Man, these Cardinals at Rams, another divisional matchup. Both starting quarterbacks sideline. Cardinals were able to win this one 27-17. Any takeaways from this game?
Nah, like you said, two backup quarterbacks. You obviously don't expect to be playing beyond probably this game. I think Kyler and Matt Stafford most likely be starting for their teams next week. Kyler was out with a hamstring. Stafford was out with a concussion.
Yeah.
It was kind of like who, for me at least, when I went to pick this one, it was like who
quarterback
was I more comfortable with, and I was more comfortable with Colt McCoy.
No doubt.
This one, so literally why I went with him, but yeah, no, I don't think either one of these teams end up making the playoffs this year either, which is surprising coming into this year. I would expected both of these teams to at least be in the fight, but Cardinals at 4-6, Rams at 3-6 right now. They still got a ton to figure out.
That Super Bowl hangover is real.
We got the LA Chargers on Sunday Night Football. They took it down.
We can't introduce them that way. Come on now. Come on, D-Bug. We can't introduce them that way.
Los Angeles Chargers.
There you go.
Took the L on Sunday Night Football to AB's former team, the San Francisco 49ers. Jimmy G, he moved to another, I think, a 10-2 record in games where he hasn't thrown a touchdown. But he did enough. He did enough, especially the second half. 49ers, this defense obviously, pretty much shut the Chargers out the second half of the game. They win 22-16. Chargers got to get some weapons back on offense. Missing Mike, missing Keenan. No excuses, no explanations. But both of these teams are at 5-4 after this one. I said it earlier. I think the 49ers down the stretch, I think they're going to put a good, 8 games together and end up winning that NFC West.
Yeah.
Getting back into the offs, how deep they go, who knows? But they got a really good defense and got a lot of weapons on offense. And the Chargers, they can get healthy. They can still go on the run, I believe. But yeah, any takeaways from this Sunday night game?
Man, players getting ejected.
Get that shit out. I don't like that shit.
I don't like that.
I don't like
that. It's a physical game. I understand, protecting the players, but hey, like things are gonna happen, man. Things gonna happen. So hopefully this off season, man, we can kind of come back to the table, man, and reevaluate some things because we don't want to take away too much of the physicality of the game because at the end of the day, that's what it is. Like penalty, cool. That's cool, but I hate seeing players get ejected. So, we'll see. But other than that, like you said, man, Niners defense playing well, flying around. Excuses for the Chargers, injuries. Everybody deal with that. But solid game. Man,
I got a question. When a player gets fined, can they make payments on the fine?
Man, hell no. They taking out your check. Yeah, right. Ain't no payment plan, man. Sure, they taking that out your next game check. You best believe they gonna take that out. No questions asked.
Facts. I don't know what pin comment. Keep talking about. I just saw it in the comments. But on the AFC side, we looked at the NFC side as far as the divisions go and where teams are at. Let's look on the AFC side real quick. I'll start on the AFC East. I'll do the East and the West. Got Dolphins at the top, 7-3. Jets, 6-3. Bills, 6-3. Patriots, 5-4. I believe the Jets beat the Patriots next week while the Dolphins are on the bye week. They will actually be number 1 in the AFC East because they got the top Dolphins right now, which would be crazy. Then the AFC West. You got the Chiefs sitting at 7-2, the Chargers at 5-4, Broncos at 3-6, Raiders at 2-7.
Then we go over to the AFC North. The Ravens at the top of that division at 6-3. Then you had the Bengals 5-4, Browns 3-6, and your Steelers at 3-6 as well. The AFC South, the Titans at 6-3, Colts at 4-5-1, Jags 3-7, and your Texans 1-7-1.
Yes, sir. And before we get to this Commanders-Eagles preview for Monday Night Football to wrap up Week 10, which is crazy. Already about to wrap up Week 10 and going into Week 11. Facts. We had the Brazil Grand Prix yesterday, and George Russell, he got his first win, his maiden win. And Mercedes got their first win of the season. Which is crazy. First win of the season in Brazil. They ended up finishing 1-2. Russell at 1. Lewis Hamilton finished at 2. It was funny too because at the end of one of my favorite things about these races, you can hear the driver talking to like their pit wall, like essentially their coaches and team strategists and stuff like that. And every team has 2 cars on the track. So it was a lot of drivers because at this point in the game, Max has already won the drivers' championship, but people still want to, come in second, come in third, whatever like that. So you hear drivers calling in basically to the coach, hey, let's think about points here. Like, let's have us switch positions. If I'm in 4th and I'm in 5th, let's have this guy switch. So Max, you heard Leclerc was trying to switch with his teammate so that he ends up P2 or 2nd place in the championship. And then Perez, the second driver, the 2nd seat with Red Bull, Max Verstappen's teammate, who has helped Max these last 2 years to win the back-to-back championships a lot.
Yeah.
He was in a position where he wanted to switch with Max from like 7 to 6. So Max was in 6. He wanted to switch, getting to 6 so he can get the extra points. The team comes over the radio, tells Max, hey, let Perez through. This dude, Max, on the radio is like, no. And I told y'all, stop asking me that shit, too. We had a conversation. I told y'all my reasons. Don't ask me that again. Is it understood? So then Perez is asked about it after the race, and he's like that really shows who he is. After all the help I've given him these last 2 years, it was so that was crazy. So this was the response. I think Max has 2 championships. It's thanks to me. And it is true. You need a lot of teamwork. Sometimes you got to block the cars behind. Sometimes it's a strategy with pit stops. So
damn, that's tough, man. That's tough. Like you might gotta see me, man.
Bro, it was wild. Hold on.
That's tough.
I actually recorded the
Tone said a video in there too.
Oh, word? Okay, I'll just play the video.
Yeah.
Max, let Checo through, please. Max, what happened?
I told you already last time. You guys don't ask that again to me. Okay? Are we clear about that? I gave my reasons, and I stand by it.
Now, mind you, once again, this dude sold up the championship 2 weeks ago, I think, 2 races ago. And Checo, his teammate, is just trying to finish in second place, which is a huge team accomplishment. I don't think Red Bull as a team has ever finished 1 and 2 in the Drivers' Championship.
Right.
So, not only is that like a slap in the face to his teammate, but it's a slap in the face to the whole team. So this is huh?
So since he didn't let him through, where will Perez finish now?
It will still come down to the final race, which is in Abu Dhabi. And it'll depend on, how he qualifies and where he finished in that race. But I think the difference between him and Charles Leclerc for second place is maybe like 14 points. But like literally, in this shit like this, like every point counts. So you get a point for fastest lap. You get obviously different points depending on how high you finish in each race. So this would be a big deal for Red Bull. It'd be a big deal for literally everybody except Max. Like it wouldn't necessarily change anything for him. So this is the last video.
And then we heard the team, I think, at the end ask you to give the position to check if you couldn't pass Fernando. What happened there?
Well, I have my reasons for that. We just discussed that, and I think it was good that we finally just sat together and talked about it, and basically just move forward, from here. Yeah, for sure. If we go to Dhabi, then and he needs. Because they're tight, it's not the end of the world. It's all about who finishes ahead anyway. So if he needs the help, I'll be there. But it's good that we first, talked about it now and basically cleared everything what was there, why I didn't do it.
Boy, you full of shit.
Absolutely full of shit. I don't like that. I love how he drives. I love that type of shit. But it's always something to being a teammate and being a leader. You are the number one. Obviously, you're the alpha on that team. But I don't like that shit at all.
Hey, at all. Perez, man, go out there and do your thing, bro.
I hope this starts the Perez villain era. But shout out to AB, man.
Hey, I'll tell y'all people, man, like just use the cheat sheet. Just use the cheat sheet, man. My man called me and said, hey, man, I appreciate you. I use your picks. 250, man. Won them 6,000. I love to see it, man. That's what we here for. The man and man pod, man. That's what we here for.
Nice little flip, man. He had the Giants money line, had the Titans covering the spread, the Chiefs covering the spread, the Dolphins money line, and then the Vikings money line, and flipped 250 to 6 bands. So gotta love that.
Mm-hmm.
And tonight's game, the 4-5 Washington Commanders at the undefeated 8-0 my Philadelphia Eagles, led by Jalen Hurts, MVP favorite right now, at least in my book, favored by 10.5 points. Now, said it earlier, all the games this week, Nobody won by more than 10 points, and they're coming into this divisional game on prime time at home, favored by 10.5. Who you going with on this one?
I'm going with the Eagles, man. I'm going with the Eagles, and I got them covering. I think it could be a tough game. You know, divisional matchup, 8-0. I was asked this last week, just as far as being on an undefeated team right now in the middle of the season, like how much pressure is it on the team to continue to hear, hey, can you go undefeated? Can you go 17-0? I think it's tough. It's tough, but I like the way the Eagles are playing. They're playing well, and hopefully, you know, they got the mindset that the Commanders going to come out there and give them their best shot, man. So I got Philly. I got them winning, and I got them covering.
Yeah, I'm gonna stick with the trends on this one, man. And it's a divisional game. I wouldn't call it a trap game because, like you said, they know they're coming, man. They know they're coming to play. Pause. They know they're coming to play ball. But at home, I do have the Philadelphia Eagles winning and moving to 9-0. But I think the Commanders, just like last week when they played the Vikings, it was a dog fight. And I think it's going to be a dog fight. I like what the Commanders got up front on defense. They're going to come out and play defense. So I'm going to take the Commanders plus 10.5, but I definitely got the Eagles winning this game. And as usual, every week after I get off this call, I'm going to put a nice little same game parlay together for this Monday night game. And I'm looking at some of these props right now. I'm going to need AB, you kind of hot right now. I'm going to need you to help me out with some of these.
Well, who you got as anytime score up there?
You know, the favorites right now, Miles Sanders and Jalen Hurts, they both at minus 110. Then you got A.J. Brown, he's next, plus 115. Dallas Goedert, Devontae Smith. So the first 5 guys are all Eagles.
I like an A.J. Brown anytime score.
A.J., okay. And then you got Brian Robinson at plus 230, Scary Terry at plus 250, and then Antonio Gibson at plus 270. So, you know what? I might even I ain't going to put it on the same game parlay, but Philadelphia defense, they have plus 490 to score. Like
defense?
Yeah, they might get one. Jahan Dotson, he's back in the lineup. Fantastic rookie wide receiver for the Washington Commanders. He's at plus 490 to score. And then I'm going to find one of these, though. And then let's see the passing props.
Go to catches for me. Go to catches.
I don't think I can put catches on the parlay, but I'll look, though, for sure. Passing props, Hurts is set at 240. Taylor Heineke is set at 213.5.
I'm going over on that 240.
Now, I can't put these on the same game parlay, but the receptions props, A.J. Brown, 5.5.
Bro, they stick at that 5.5. He been 5'6" for the past few weeks.
Facts. Dallas Goedert, 4.5. Devontae Smith, 4.5. Antonio Gibson, 3.5. Terry McLaurin, 4.5. And his over is plus 118. I don't know what he's been doing, but I'm going to take that one. Plus 118 for 5 catches. Terry Mack.
Man, that defense been rolling, though, D-Butt.
I know, but you got to throw. Terry got to get 5. That's screens.
I mean, I like the 5, the 118.
I'm saying that's plus 118.
Plus 118. Okay, plus 118. I like the 5. I like the 5 on that. I like the 4.5 from D. Smith, and I like that 5.5 from A.J. Brown, too.
What about Jalen Hurts rushing prop, 42.5 yards? How you feel about that?
What you mean?
You like it?
Like that, yeah.
I think I like that too, man. So, yeah, I'm gonna whip some shit together. Actually, you know what? Might as well do our first official FanDuel read.
Let's get it.
Let's get it, man. Let me go ahead and find this thing. Boom. Football season. I'm going to read this thing verbatim. And you know what? You can go ahead and put this disclaimer up here for y'all that are watching. Bam. But football season is underway, so now's the perfect time to download FanDuel, America's #1 sports book. And right now, new customers get a no-sweat first bet up to $1,000. That's a free bet. Back if your first bet doesn't win. Just sign up with the promo code M2M Live. All right. So this one, I like I told you, I like Washington plus 10.5 tonight. And I told you the props I already like. AB, what you said you liked again tonight? You like
Man,
I like
the AJ Brown anytime score. I like Jalen Hurts, the Russian prop. Well, damn, I'm
prop.
Yep, Russian prop. And then I also like D. Smith and the AJ Brown catches.
Okay, you heard the man. And you can combine your bets for a chance for a bigger payout with the same game parlay. That's obviously player prop, spread, all that. Then you got live betting. You'll get updated odds as the game is going on live, even when the game is already started. Now, the app is safe, secure, and super easy to use, and you'll get paid fast. Once again, sign up today and use the promo code M2M Live for your no sweat first bet. Now, once again, I got to read this disclaimer for the people listening and not watching. 21 plus in select states. First online real money wager only. Refund issued as a non-withdrawable free bet as it expires in 14 days. Restrictions apply. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. You got a gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit fanduel.com/RG. That's in Colorado, Iowa, Michigan, New Jersey, Pennsylvania, Illinois, and Virginia. 1-800-NEXT-STEP or text NEXT STEP to 53342 NAZ. 1-888-789-777 or visit ccpg.org/chat in Connecticut. God dang. 1-800-9-WITH-IT in Indiana. Visit ksgamblinghelp.com in Kansas. 1-877-770-STOP in Louisiana. And then 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY to 467-369 in New York. Tennessee, red line. All right. This is all. If everybody got a gambling habit, these are the numbers you need. All right. 1-800-889-9789 in Tennessee. 1-800-522-4700 in Wyoming. Or visit www.1800gambler.net in West Virginia. Please don't develop a gambling problem. We always tell you, have fun with it. Use that trick bad money and have fun, man. But use a cheat sheet. Use a cheat sheet too. I'll tell you that too now.
Yes, sir. Woo, you good? You good over there? You caught your bro?
Water, bro.
Man.
You definitely got the next one. Hey, shout out to my UConn Huskies too, man. I don't know what Howard did this weekend.
Oh, we got to win.
Damn, I should have had my hype video in here. You know what I mean? Because I got my guys right. I talked to my guys before the BC game, Boston College. We never beat them in school history. Went out there and got a dub.
Damn, never in school history?
We ain't
damn.
Times, but
I didn't even know that was like in today's world. I didn't even know it was like schools like that. Like they never beat a school that y'all play every year, and y'all never beat them in school history.
Definitely don't play them every year. Never was in the same conference, but it's just a New England thing. So they did play back in like the early, 1900s and shit, when we probably would have brothers on the team. But first time beat Boston College school history earlier. Then I went to the FIU game, beat them in their homecoming, and then we just beat 19th ranked Liberty to make our team bowl eligible for the first time since 2015.
Yo, this is wild right now, yo. This is wild.
Hey, y'all gonna cut this shit out because Jim Moore got UConn coming back. All right, back in the building. One more. Hopefully, they send us bowling, and I will be there on the sideline. You better believe.
No, this wild. First, you say y'all never beat BC in school history. Like that's wild.
Up until this year.
Up until this year, and now we celebrating y'all beating Liberty. Like I never would have thought like you'd be up here celebrating beating Liberty.
Top 20 football, bro. You know what? Do you know the depths that UConn football was in? Man, they was talking about.
Nobody's talking about UConn football, so I would not know the depth that y'all were in.
Exactly. Nobody's talking about, and that's abnormal. All right. UConn is always a part of the football conversation. So now we back. Thank you, Jim Moore.
I respect it. I respect it, man. Shout out to Howard University, man. We got a dub this past weekend on Senior Day. We got one more, man. We get one more win, man. We share with North Carolina Central the MEAC title.
So who will go and play?
North Carolina Central is going to go play in the MEAC SWAC in Atlanta on December. But we do get this win. We'll have a share of the MEAC title. So that's good stuff, man. Shout out MEAC, man. Shout out Howard University, the Mecca.
You heard it, man. The Mecca. But yeah, man.
UConn.
Disrespecting. Everybody disrespecting. Okay.
Shout out UConn, baby.
Okay.
So
I want to click all this because I want to be able to revisit this next year on the pod. You know what I'm saying? We in the college football playoff. Nah, it's gonna take time. We getting back, man. I'm happy. All right, I'm excited.
That's it, man. That's it. You got school.
I'm proud of my guys, man. It's right here. Ain't right back.
As you should be, man. Hey, man, y'all start your week off right as always, man. Get you 30 minutes in. That's it, man. Whether it's walking, doing some high knees, jump rope, or whatever, man. Get you 30 minutes in, get your heart rate up, get you a little sweat.
Yeah.
Health is wealth, man.
Do all that, man. So enjoy the game tonight. I know I will. I know I won't be watching it yet, but hopefully my Eagles. I saw somebody put in here too. I claim 76% of the teams. Ha ha ha. Ha, we get it. We know what teams I ride with coming into the year. All right. But for those who don't know, Dolphins, lifetime contract there. Colts, y'all already know what it is with the Colts. Second home, football home. Philadelphia Eagles, I became a huge fan when they took Jalen Hurts, one of my favorite young quarterbacks in the league. And then my other favorite young quarterback in the league. Now I got three of them now: Herbert, Hurts, and Tua. But Justin Herbert out there in LA. So those are my four squad. Hey, sue me. That's who I rock with. You know what I'm saying? And look like it's gonna be Dolphins, Eagles in the Super Bowl. You heard it here first, but those are my guys. Nikki, I'm wearing the NFL hat. I wear that before I wear that Saints hat anywhere right now.
That shit trash too.
Yeah, man.
Man.
Yeah, man. Appreciate y'all.
As always, tell a friend to tell a friend. Hit that like button.
Hit that like, hit that subscribe, all that, man. Our second installment of It Is What It Is Monday. Before we get up out of here, is there anything else that we didn't cover to let the people know it is what it is at this point?
I think we did a good job, D-Buck.
All right. I'm right there with you. I think we pretty much covered it. AB, he backtracked. He put the Packers back in the playoffs. Tom Brady
definitely didn't do that, but go ahead.
Brady, he may finish this season 12-5. They sitting at 5-5 right now, undefeated since putting in that paperwork. Josh McDaniels. You think Josh McDaniels survived this season or beyond?
No.
I
would not say beyond. Maybe season.
Maybe the season, yeah.
Maybe the season, but I don't see beyond.
They gave him a lot of money. Yeah, they gave him a lot of money. But it's ugly out there. I saw Derek Carr, getting emotional and crying and all that shit. And great leader. Led them boys last year through a lot, dealing with a lot off the field. But as one of my teammates would always say, one of our former teammates, Sandman, ain't no pity parties in football. Ain't no pity parties in football. So I better get out there and figure it out, Derek Carr. And another interesting quote from Devontae Adams came out recently. Devontae Adams, when asked about Josh McDaniels' message to the team, we just don't got enough guys that are fully bought into that right now. I think people like the idea, but when it comes time to execute, it don't turn out that way. So, something to keep an eye on the receiver. Got the quarterback crying in the media press conference, which, it's an emotional game. He was talking about what guys go through, what guys put their body through to sleep, and all these different things that, obviously me and you know that average fan may not. But let's see. Hopefully they get to turn it around, man. We root for everybody over here.
Yeah. But, like Sandman said, no pity parties, man.
No pity.
Go out there and get it done.
Figure it out. But appreciate y'all.
See y'all Thursday, 10 a.m., same place, same time.
Go. Somebody said some other thing. Carr said we got great coaches and teams and it's caring enough. Before we get up, I got a couple more minutes. Y'all want to shoot some questions in the chat real quick. Hey, B, you got to get up out of here?
Nah, I'm
glad.
good.
Hey, I'm glad Josh backed out of that coaching. I had some beef for a couple of years about that too, but I finally let it go coming into this season. I forgot what show I was on, but I said, you know what? I'm letting it go. I'm getting that hate out of my heart. Bygones be bygones. Josh, go do your thing. We end up hiring Frank. Obviously, it didn't work out. 4 years later, now we got Jeff Saturday. Hey, Jeff Saturday may well be he might be the guy. He might be the guy.
We're gonna see.
Hey, who you got? Tom said the World Cup. Who you got winning it all, man?
Come back to me about a couple of weeks. Come back to him about a couple of weeks.
Oh no, win it.
Hey.
No clue, but hopefully America.
Joe Thomas got a video out talking about he was putting his name in the hat for the Cleveland Browns
from Pat Show.
And then last week, oh man,
that was man.
Damn, don't.
Amazon halftime show, everybody was going in except for Tony Gonzalez, and then Tony Gonzalez. So they're doing all the talking back and forth, right? Oh yeah, I think it was Witt and Fitz and Sherm, and obviously all those guys played a long time at a very high level in the league, and they obviously had a right to their opinion. But at the end of the conversation, Tony Gonzalez like, hey, a lot of people say y'all wouldn't be qualified for this job right now that y'all doing up here, but y'all doing a pretty good job, right? And it was kind of like
crickets.
It was kind of like you got a point, because obviously a lot of us go right into media or shit. Brady, he got a $375 million deal right now on the table for I believe. And I'm sure it's been a lot of sports journalists and broadcasters who've been working their whole life to get that opportunity. But it's Tom fucking Brady. So, it happens like that across businesses. But very interesting. I saw the stat line from Embiid game last night. I didn't see the actual game, but that was
the stat line. Stat line was crazy.
I gotta find this. This is worth searching a group chat for real quick. But this motherfucker, like, he was in 24-hour fitness with us. 59 points, 11 boards, 8 assists, and 7 blocks. No one has ever put up those numbers before. That's the rest of the tweet from StatMuse. 59, 11, 8, and 7. Which is nuts. And I think What's that?
I said that's a dog.
That's a dog. I mean, down. I think Darius Garland had 52, I believe, for Cleveland last night. Nakiba says November 21st, USA plays. What else we got? I got any other questions? Molly Ma, all that for Harden choking the playoffs. Yeah, the bed had 49-11 the night before. Man.
Dog.
Yeah, man. Y'all ain't got no questions, man. We about to get up out of here. Appreciate y'all.
As always.
Thursday, we'll see y'all. I'll be at the Thunderdome. And then AP, you don't know where he
I'm here. I'll be right here.
He gonna be on the pod, and we know that. But we'll see y'all. Gone.
Peace.